be heard. Through your attorney, you ask to be heard, and we want you to be heard. And if you don't care to be heard, then we the record in without your answers.
I wish to frame my own answers to your questions, Mr. Chairman, and I intend to do so.
You'll be responsive to the questions, or you will be excused from the witness stand.
I will frame my own answers, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Mr.
I repeat the question, Mr. Lawson. Have you ever held any position in the Screenwriters Guild?
The chair will determine what's in the purview of this committee,
My
not
rights
you.
as an American citizen are no less than the responsibilities of this committee of Congress.
Now you're just making a big... Go ahead, Mr. Stripling.
I am being treated differently from the
You're
rest.
not being treated
Other
differently.
witnesses made statements which included quotations from books, references to material which had no connection whatsoever with the
Well, we will
interests of
determine
this
whether it
committee.
has the connection. Now, you go ahead.
It is absolutely beyond the power of this committee to inquire into my association in any organization.
You have to stop, or you will leave the witness.
Control whatsoever. You don't have to bring me here 3,000 miles to find out what pictures I have written. The pictures that I have written are very well known. They are such pictures as Action in the North Atlantic, such
Mr.
pictures
Lawson,
as Sahara.
Mr. Lawson, would you object if I read Success at Any Price, RKO,
Yes, that's from a play of mine, Success Story.
Party Wire, Columbia,
Yes, I did.
Blockade, United?
In framing my answer to that question, I must emphasize the points that I have raised before. The question of communism is in no way related to this inquiry, which is an attempt to get control of the screen and to invade the basic rights of American citizens in all fields. The question here relates not only to the question of my membership in any political organization, but this committee is attempting to establish the right, which is historically denied to any committee of this sort, to invade the rights and privileges and immunities of American citizens, whether they be Protestant or Methodist or Jewish or Catholic, whether they be Republicans or Democrats or anything else.
Now, just quiet down again, please. Mr. Lawson, the most pertinent question that we can ask is...
A scare here in order to create an entirely false atmosphere in which this hearing is conducted, in order that you can then smear the motion picture industry, and you can proceed from that to the press, to any form of communication in this country.
You have learned your
lines well. The Bill of Rights was established precisely to prevent the operation of any committee which could invade the basic rights of Americans. Now, if you want to know...
Mr. Chairman, the witness not answering the question I submitted.
If you want to know about the perjury that has been committed here and the perjury that is planned, you hear the witnesses that testified last week, and you permit us to cross-examine these witnesses, and we'll show up the whole tissue of lies.
We're going to get the answer to that question if we have to stay here for a week. Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
It's unfortunate and tragic that I have to teach this committee the basic principles of Americanism.
That's not the question. The question is, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I am framing my answer in the only way in which any American citizen can frame his
Then you
answer
denied,
to a question
then
which
you,
invades his, absolutely invades
then
his
you
right.
denied, you refused to answer that question. Is that correct?
I have told you that I will offer my beliefs, my affiliations, and everything else to the American public, and they will know where I stand, as they do from what I have written.
Stand away from the stand.
I have written for Americanism for many years, and I shall
stand away from the stand.
Fight for the Bill of Rights, which
I'll
you are trying to destroy.
Stand away from the stand. There will be no demonstrations. No demonstrations. They don't take our pictures. Oh, I don't want to do it. John Howard Lawson refused to answer the question Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? And other questions. He is attempting to thwart the hearings and investigations of this committee. Therefore, it is the unanimous opinion of this subcommittee that John Howard Lawson is in contempt of Congress. Therefore, this subcommittee recommends to the full committee that John Howard Lawson be cited for contempt of Congress and that appropriate resolutions be referred to the House of Representatives.